Hello everyone, welcome back to another Monster Legends Monster Analysis. Today we're going to do Vodyanoy, which I had a problem. My recording software, D-Recorder, it kind of broke last time I did a video. The one time it had trouble and wasn't the wiki on this was the last time I made it, and that was kind of frustrating. So I hope I'm going to be able to upload this. I hope that the recording will just not stop while I'm trying to record it. But I think I did good in the last one and it got deleted. So I'm going to try to make all the points back, and I think I can do better than last time. But now I'm going to go talk about this monster's description. This wrathful creature lives beneath a murky pond deep in the forest. The nearby villagers sacrifice their food to try to appease him. If he gets angry with their offering, he drags a nature monster or two under the water with him and makes them his slaves. So, he is a evil monster, probably a future evil legions if they don't change its description. And let's go into his stats. His power is 3,223. Not a good power at all. I do not think he's very strong at all. But he can do damage, but he's not a good power. His life is 29,255. That's not the best life, but it's an okay life. His speed is 3,476. The water monster is filled with fast deny monsters, so I'm not sure. Or deny monsters, so most of them are fast, so I'm not sure how good the speed is compared to the other water monsters. I'm assuming it's on the higher end, but I'm not really that sure. So let's get right into his gold. Not into his special just yet, but his gold is 155 at level 50. This is the lowest gold I've ever covered, and it's very low gold. He only has 10 gold at the level 1 and only makes 5 gold per level to level 50. He is very much not a gold getting monster. Not really that good. And his trait is immune to freeze, which a lot of water monsters have freeze skills, and he is a support monster. So, actually he has one deny skill, but he is a support monster by far. So, this is a good thing to have. Also, it says special skill can appear in a battle 10% for PvP battles. So in PvP, a special will appear 10% instead of 5%, and that only happens in certain monsters, so that's probably because his special skill isn't that great. It's heavy water damage to all enemies may freeze all targets. This is a deny special attack, a deny ultimate. It's his only AoE deny skill, I think, based on what I remember. So he is definitely not a deny, he's a support, but if you get the special, good deny monster. Especially if he's like goes right after General Thedes. I think he's faster than General Thedes, but if he goes right after General Thedes, then he can freeze them after they have stamina drain, or if he goes right before. But still, pretty okay special. And AoE freeze. And now we have Ipabog Hunt. Deals moderate magic, 50% chance of dazing target. This is actually special based, not magic based. But I'm gonna have the same opinion on both. Not the best. If it's magic, all it is strong as metal, which it's actually pretty good if it is magic based, but I'm just gonna say it's special based. If it's magic based, then he's a little bit better. But even if all these special based skills are magic based, I still have the same opinion on him. So let's go into this next skill. Sudice's Decision deals moderate water damage, 50% chance of stunning the target. This is a pretty okay skill, group 1 skill. You actually might want to keep this just because it's probably his only stun skill. From what I remember, it's only some stun skill. So if it is, this actually might be a possible deny skill build. But I recommend you do not make him a deny monster because it's only 50% chance skill. And 2, his next skill deals moderate magic damage, no special damage melees. Give Daze immunity to his team. This is a pretty good, not really the best, but it's only Daze immunity, so I definitely wouldn't recommend it. Next skill, Velia's Curse. Does moderate water damage, may possess target, requires cooldown. This is definitely a skill I recommend personally, because it's a possession skill. He's one of the two monsters that I know that are two water-based monsters that I know of that can possess. So that's pretty nice. Has a pretty good skill. Now it's Predator or Lava. Now it says removes all negative effects from itself, gives stamina regeneration to itself, requires cooldown. So it says removes all negative effects, but its status effect thing down here is remove all good effects from itself. Either way, don't run the skill, it's very bad. Now we have Zara's Blessing, deals moderate water damage, gives regeneration to ally team. Oh, another skill you want. Regeneration on a support monster is always a skill you want. If you can give regeneration to your ally team, that's always something you want. Now we have Perun's Strength, deals heavy magic damage or special damage, gives damage boost to ally team. So it hurts the target for 50 damage, has a 3-turn cooldown, and gives damage boost, which damage boost is a good thing to have on your team with the support monster. But sadly, it's not precision, but still, damage boost is pretty good. Now the next skill is Mars Protection, deals moderate magic or moderate special, gives possession immunity to ally team. This also might be a skill you want to run. I wouldn't recommend it, but it might be a skill you want to run. Now we have Forward's Job, deals heavy water damage, removes all negative effects from all allies. This can be used if the enemy team uses an AoE freeze skill, and you go slower than it. It will freeze your entire team, but Vodyanoy will be immune to it, and he can use this skill to remove freeze from his allies. So this could be a really good skill. So I definitely recommend this. So here are my skills. I recommend Forward's Job, Perun's Strength, Zara's Blessing, and Vili's Curse. Vili's Curse because of possession, but if you don't want Vili's Curse, if you want Mars Protection, then I'd recommend getting rid of Vili's Curse. If you want Vili's Curse, do not run Mars Protection. That's just my opinion. And what do I think about this monster? I think this is a very bad monster. Definitely not worth 249 gems. And on Sell Week, you can trade with a friend. I don't think he's worth 249 gems on a normal deal. Definitely not worth 800 gems on this deal to get him to breed Garoy, whatever his name is. Granoy, yeah, definitely not worth it. And if you want to get Granoy. And in my opinion, even if you can trade cells with someone, which is 152 gems to get him, and he has all 3 rune slots, I still think he's a pretty bad monster. He isn't the best. I really think he's in low tier. He's like low tier. And I talked about a tier list in a past video. I'd say he's like better than breedable legendaries. He's like common legendary, on the lowest end of common legendaries. So if you want the full tier list, it's breedable legendaries, common legendaries, general legendary, and overpowered. This guy is in common legendaries, maybe the very low end of that. So I really do not like this monster. I do not think he's that good at all. He is an okay support, but he's just not that good. I don't like him that much. Also, how I was talking about, you can trade cells and get it for 152 gems. Here, I'm going to real quick tell you about that. How to trade cells, a little tutorial. So, you and a friend, you both when Cell Week happens, both buy 40 cells. Let's say this thing was going on at the same time as Cell Week was going on, and you wanted to get the deal right. So you wanted Vodyanoy, he wanted Talakahu. So you buy 40 Vodyanoy cells and Talakahu cells, and I'll just say something. Monster 1 and Monster 2. You want Monster 1, he wants Monster 2. You buy 40 Monster 1 cells, you also buy 40 Monster 2 cells, he buys 40 Monster 1 and Monster 2, and then he gives you all of his Monster 1 cells, and you give him all his Monster 2 cells. So it's basically just trading cells. Like, you get the monster you want, he gets the monster, or you get the monster you want, and he gets the cells for the monster he wants, and you want, and only buy 40 of each. So that means you're going to be spending enough to 152 gems, and then once you trade them all up, you'll have gotten that legendary monster. I know this is kind of confusing, but that is the best I can explain it. If you got what I mean, then good. Also, don't forget to tell me if he's a good monster, in your opinion, in the comments. So, him as an egg, a child, a juvenile, and an adult. I like his child and adult forms the best. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, and bye.